What's the best bourbon to use in an old-fashioned? There's a few ways to go about this. I think that the whiskey that you pick for old-fashioned should always be something that's relatively inexpensive and easily accessible. But there's a few different ways you can go about it. If you like your old-fashioned kind of sweet and easy to drink, here's what I'd go with. Something like a Woodford Reserve, a Maker's Mark, Elijah Craig small batch. I'm gonna keep poking this bear, Buffalo Trace. I personally like to go with something a little more punch. If you still want it to be kind of sweet but be punchy, you can pick something like an Old Forester 100. I like to add a little bit of rye into my high punch, so I go with a high rye, higher proof bourbon. Old Granddad 114. This might be my absolute favorite to make old fashions with. Or Jack Daniel's Triple Mash. It's 100 proof and there is some rye in there, so you get a little bit of that rye spice. It makes it more interesting. Now, if you're a purist, you know that old fashions are meant to be made with rye whiskey. I like Redemption Rye. It's really inexpensive and it's quite delicious. Or you can tell by the big bottle that this is what my wife likes to make her old fashions with, Bullet Rye. So there you go. There's some options for what I think the best bourbons and rye whiskeys are for making old fashions.